2 years after the Supreme Court upheld the Rafale deal, stating that no irregularities had been found, there are new reports published by Mediapart, a French news website, which states that Dassault, the manufacturer of the fighter, had agreed to pay €1 million to a middleman in India. Now, the report claims that the French anti-corruption agency had detected this during an audit, but had declined to alert prosecution authorities. According to Mediapart, the agency's inspectors found that Dassault had agreed to pay €1 million to a middleman just after the 2016 signing of the Rafale fighter jet deal. That middleman is now accused of money laundering in India in another defense deal. The company said that the money was used to pay for the manufacture of 50 large replica models of Rafale jets, even though the inspectors were given no proof that these models were made. Yet again, and the apparent logic of the AFA, in other words, the French investigators, decided not to refer the matter to prosecutors. So that's what the new allegations are all about. Joining us now, Yann Philippin is a journalist with Mediapart, and it's very much his story. Thanks very much, Yann, for being with us. The bottom line,
for your invitation.
You use the word middleman. In India, where does this middleman lead to?
I'm sorry, this middleman, so Mr. Sushen Gupta, is quite famous in India because, as you know, he has been placed under formal investigation in your country, in India, by the Enforcement Directorate in another arms deal, which is the very famous Augusta Westland VVIP Choppergate, as you call it. And so that's what makes, that's one of the reasons making this payment suspicious. Is it why this middleman, which is quite famous for helping many foreign aerospace companies in India, why did he receive €1 million for the alleged sales of plane models just after the Rafale deal was signed?
So, Yann, I'm just trying to understand the middleman, presuming that he was paid this €1 million or a part of that, whatever it may be. Is it your allegation or your report that this money was used to grease the palms or to bribe what, political leaders? Who are you talking about? Who was it targeted at?
I don't know. You know, Mediapart is a very respected investigative media, and we are proud to write only what we can prove. And the problem in this case is that we know that there's been these very strange and suspicious payments to this middleman under cover of buying plane models. And the real problem here is that it has not been investigated. You know, I'm just a reporter. I don't have the power to investigate this far and to follow all the money trail. And what is not normal in this case is that the French anti-corruption agency knew about this. So there should have been a formal investigation to investigate this to the bottom, but the information has not even been reported to the French prosecutors.
We'll talk about this information because it's interesting, and it's, you know, I mean, there are lots of strange things there. But I just want to understand this basic point. Mediapart believes, you believe, that this was a suspicious transaction involving a middleman in India, but the purpose of this suspicious transaction, right, beyond the models, you have not been able to identify.
Yes, we didn't. What we have very clearly is that this is a suspicious payments for two reasons. First reason, as I already said, because this middleman is already prosecuted in another defense deal in India. And the second thing that we didn't talk about yet is that, you know, when these inspectors from the French anti-corruption agency discovered this payment, they asked Dassault about it, you know, what is it? And especially this payment was written in Dassault's accounts as a gift to customers.
Yes.
So, you know, which is very strange for a plane model of this price, you know, so expensive. And what we learned is that Dassault was not able to provide any element of proof showing that these models have been manufactured or have been delivered, not even a picture of these models. So, you know, beyond that, all that we can say is that, yes, it is suspicious. So we don't have proof yet that there is a direct relationship with the Rafale deal.
Right.
But what we know is that, what we think is that given this, this information should have been reported to French prosecutors in order to try to discover the truth.
Yeah. So, Yann, since, we spoke earlier on, or we've been in touch, I did a little bit of asking around. And what I've learned is that there is a model of the Rafale, apparently one of these models, outside the residence of the air chief here in New Delhi. There's one apparently at the Gwalior Air Force Base, which is the Mirage 2000 Air Force Base. I believe there'll be a couple which will be sent to Hashimara, which is the second Rafale squadron, which is being set up. Apparently one at the Western Air Command over here in New Delhi. And the point being made is that they have been built. It's not as if it's a figment of someone's imagination. They're actually there. A few of them haven't yet been delivered, but they've been made. But I think the point that remains strange is why should each model cost 20,000 euros? I don't get that.
I don't get that either. And, I also spotted some of these models. There's even an official picture released by Dassault Aviation that you can find on their website in the, press section of their, media resources section of their website. So there's one of these models which is in front of one of the Dassault establishments in India that we published in our story. But my problem is that we don't know. So there's this problem of the price that you pointed out, and that's very strange. And also there's the problem that Dassault refused to confirm to me that these are the same models. The models that you spotted and the models that I spotted in India. Are there the same models that were ordered to this Indian company? We don't know. And what is strange is that if there was no problems and that was just an Indian company manufacturing models, Dassault should have spoken to us. They should have told us, everything is clear. We ordered these models. They are going to be given to institutions in India to celebrate the Rafale deal. They could have explained us, but they said no comment. So
would any company actually celebrate?
There seems to be a kind of an embarrassment regarding these plane models at Dassault headquarters.
If this is not part of the Rafale deal, because this was signed, this contract, the invoice was provided after the Rafale deal was signed, it would seem that the amount of money, 1 million euros, for gifts, right? This is basically a gift for institutions, some sort of celebration of the Rafale deal. Even for a company as large as Dassault, it's a very significant amount of money, 1 million euros, right? And that's what, why have this after a deal is signed?
That's what I would like to know. And again, I'm just a reporter, so I try to do my best to find information. But, I don't want to speculate about the stuff that I cannot prove. When I prove something, I write it and I talk with you very freely. But what is sure is that there's something suspicious behind this, but there would be a need of a formal investigation to dig that to the bottom.
And final question, when you did go to the French prosecutor and said, look, can you tell me why this point was not highlighted? What did the French prosecutor, I beg your pardon, the French anti-corruption investigator, right? What did the French anti-corruption investigator tell you?
No comment. Absolutely no comment. They say
there
we refuse to comment.
There was no explanation of why no comment?
No explanation. All that they told me is that there is professional secrecy, that they are bound by French law to professional secrecy for these audits, and so that they were not at liberty to comment the results of these audits.
So professional secrecy for basically the supply of what is a toy. A model is a toy, but there's professional secrecy in that as well. All right, Yann Philippin, thank you so much for joining us.